Hey everyone, Erica Rock, Spiritual Catalyst. Here to talk about how a way out of suffering is to deeply surrender. And I want to begin by saying there's nothing wrong with suffering. I'm not making it wrong or anything like that. But when things get to a critical mass of overwhelm, overstimulation, anxiety, anger, rage, resentment, feeling out of control. And the funny thing is we don't have control. Humans are control freaks, me included. One way I have found that I can deeply surrender, because here's the human plight, right? We've got something going on in our lives. And we want to give it over because it's too heavy. It's too heavy, it's overwhelming, it's creating stress and fear and all sorts of things. But we don't know how to surrender, right? Like, there could be like a whole book on the art of surrender, because what does that look like? What does it even mean? And how do we do it? Like, what's the practical application to surrender? And for me, something that I've been doing for over a decade is something called a dream assignment. And that is when I take what is heavy in my heart, I'm carrying it around on my shoulders like this massive burden. And before I go to bed, I pray and I intend and I call in my higher divine self and I say, I give this over to you. I give this over. I don't know what to do. Do it for me. Resolve it for me. Lift this anger, this anxiety, this fear from me. Help me to see this situation clearly. I set that intention and I pray and I petition my divine self, my higher self. And then I go to sleep, which means I'm letting go. I'm letting go and let it be done for me while I'm blissfully unaware, dreaming, sleeping. It's like one of the most deepest surrenders is to like go to sleep. Like, you can't really get out of the way much more than that, other than when you leave your body through the death process. And each and every time when I do these dream assignments, and you can also do dream assignments on things you want to manifest or heal, anything in your life. And though I call it a dream assignment, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with what you dream about. You may have a dream that's related to your intention and what you prayed for. Often not. And often in the next day or few days, whatever was burdening you in whatever form or fashion is lifted. And I can't explain it. It's just amazing. Like yesterday, my husband and I had a thing. Well, he and I didn't have a thing, but there was a thing that was showing up, and we were both upset and we were both triggered. And I said, you know what? This calls for a dream assignment. This is bigger than me. I need help. I need help to let this go. I need help to forgive. And my example, it was an issue of needing to forgive and release. And I feel like a new person today. And so does my husband. And we're both laughing. Like, even though I've been teaching about this and I do them quite often, I do sometimes forget. And so I share this with you as a way that you can potentially surrender in a very grounded, real way. Giving your burdens over, giving over things that you have no control of, giving over the tidal wave of emotions and reactions that maybe you're experiencing. Give it over and surrender. Do a dream assignment. and watch things shift. And this, you don't have to pay a therapist for this. You don't have to get a prescription from the doctor. And though I'm sharing this and I am not giving medical advice, I'm not giving medical advice, and I'm not saying to go off your medication. And if it feels like you need to get a healing session or something, please do. But oftentimes it's just a simple answer that's free, that you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to earn it. Or really even look outside yourself for it. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we need help from the outside. And actually, a dream assignment, we are getting help from our higher power, our divine self, which is really an inside job, because that's really just an aspect of us, right? So, surrender it. Give it over before you go to bed, and watch the magic happen.